Welcome back everyone. In this video, I am going to be talking about the most important process in the entire project management course, that is defining the scope. Defining the scope is a process where we are going to create the project scope statement. Now, if you do one thing, just one thing in your entire project management planning, this is the one thing you need to do. At a minimum, a project needs to have a well-defined scope. You need to know what the project is going to do. Now we'll discuss about the journey from the requirements to the scope statement. In the previous processes, we looked at collecting requirements. We gathered requirements from the stakeholders. Now we need to sit down with the list of requirements we have and write what exactly we need to do. You will get tons of requirements from your customers. Some may not get done, some may be excluded, or some will definitely get done. We want to document what the project will officially do. So what is scope? Scope equals work. What work will the project officially do and what will not do? This information will go in our scope statement. In this process of defining scope, we are developing a detailed description of the project and the product. Detail is crucial. The more detailed our requirements, the more detailed our scope, which leads to detailed budgets, schedules, quality requirements, risk, and resources. A detailed project scope is critical to project success. Scope in project initiation. In the initiating section, the project charter's requirement or scope were very high level. This scope statement is going to be very detailed. This is not a high level thing. It's a detailed description. Now we'll discuss about the tools and techniques. The first one is product analysis. Before writing the scope statement, you need a detailed understanding of what wanted from the project. For example, if you are installing new Microsoft Exchange mail server or Cisco phone system, analyze the product to see if it meets the requirement. This involves breaking down the product, reverse engineering it, and analyzing it. Other tools. Interpersonal skills or meetings are also important in defining the scope. The main output of this process is scope statement. The main output here is one of the most important documents in project plan. Scope statement describes the project deliverables and the work required to produce those deliverables. Greater detail allows for better understanding and reduces project risk and scope creep. Now let us see about the details of scope statement. The first one is deliverables. At a minimum, the scope statement should include deliverables. Greater detail means less chance of scope creep. For example, if you write renovate kitchen, it's too broad. Detailed scope prevents unauthorized work. The second one is components. Product description, project goals, high-level identified risk, acceptance criteria, constraints, and exclusions. Acceptance criteria defines what is needed for the deliverable to be considered complete. Constraints could be time limitation or regulatory requirements. Exclusions specify which is not included in the scope. A good detailed scope statement is critical for all processes in project management. At the end of reading your scope statement, stakeholders should be 100% certain about what the project will do and will not do.